Mark Holcomb, WRSC.com, welcome to the podcast. Welcome back. You're known for having high energy, being juiced up there on the sideline. Where does that come from? How much of it is natural, and how much of it is, do you have to force yourself to show the guys how much energy you need to play this game?
Man, that's who I was as a player 100 years ago. That's just how it's my DNA. It's how I live. Wake up every day, and I'm a gardener, just digging life.
Yeah, back here, Brian Carter, LA Times. Thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. Obviously, you were here before, back in 2013. What do you remember, from that experience being here, and what was it about this opportunity now that made you want to come back?
Just had a great experience. Honestly, had some great guys: Leonard Williams, Hayes Pollard, Anthony Sorrow, Sue Cravens, just a bunch of guys. Devon Kennard, great players, great people. Loved being here. Went 10-3 and wasn't good enough. And I understand the standard here, and that's why when Lincoln called and offered me an opportunity to come back, I was like, heck yeah. I embrace that standard, and that's what you get into this. You get into this to compete to be the best, and so from a special team standpoint, which is what Coach hired me to do, the standard is to be the best, and I embrace that, and that's what every single day. That's what gets you up and gets you ready to roll, and have the opportunity to come in here and work with the linebackers too. That's just a passion. So my whole objective is to make Lincoln Riley the best head ball coach in the country, and make Coach Patterson the best defense coordinator, and have the best special teams. And I won't ever shy away from that.
Right here, Ken Wallowell, USC on that side. A lot of special teams comes down to just attitude and effort, kind of what people put into it. But out of all the great special teams in which you've been a part of, has there been like a common theme that they all have in common?
Yeah, it's ABT, all about technique. For ABM, all about money. That's what this game's about. It's about teaching your guys technique. It's about identifying skill sets, putting them in the right position to be successful, and then letting them go out and hunt and make full speed decisions. And we're going to go out there. That's how we're going to play. We're going to give them, we're going to teach them, give them the tools, and we're going to unleash it.
Hi, over here, Haley Sawyer, Orange County Register. Last season, Lincoln Riley was very hands-on with the special teams. He was in almost all of their meetings. Just kind of curious, is that going to be the case again this season? What's the dynamic there?
I hope so. Last place I was at, the head coach never came to one, and before that, they came to all of them. So I'd love for that to happen. It just places that importance on the teams, and he's already done that. So I'm excited for it, and just excited for the opportunity. Like I said, my objective here is to make him the best head ball coach in the country, and that's what I intend to do.
So what have you seen from the linebackers that you got here? And is there anything specific that you look for in linebackers or the guys you're recruiting?
Again, everybody else, I walked into this situation, and Chad and Lincoln and all those guys, everybody else, all the coaches that were here have obviously, it's been well documented, done a phenomenal job in recruiting. And so we've got the pieces in that room. It's talented. I've had over 30 linebackers that I've coached have gone to the NFL, and so we've got guys in there with that ability. Now it's just about getting it out of them, and you got to put it on film. That's it. So if they don't, that's on me. I'm a guy. I don't believe in point of finger, point of thumb. So I'm excited about the opportunity to work with a very, very, very talented group and get them rolling.
Hey, Coach, over here. More specifically, what's your evaluation so far from what you've been able to see and watch on film of Desmond Stevens and Jaden Walker?
Again, very talented, but that goes for the whole group. What I've liked so far in all of our interactions, these guys are tremendous leaders as well. And so they not only, they act like pros right now. And there's a saying, you know, you want to be a pro long before you're a pro. And you don't wait, you do it now. And I think, again, they've had a great, Coach Ryan's done a great job, you know, setting a great foundation with those guys. And obviously, there's a guy who has been in the NFL his entire career. And so he's been awesome. You know, really have enjoyed getting to know him and have known him a little bit before I got here. But, you know, shoot, I'm just here to build upon what that, you know, what their foundation is.
Thank you. Obviously, you both special teams coach and linebackers coach. How do you manage that balance, and how did you end up you're getting into special teams after, I think you were a linebacker, right, in college?
Yeah. Tell you, we went 10-3 here in 2013, right? And we got fired. And then went to Georgia, went 10-3. Then next year, 10-3, number 7 defense in the country, we got fired. And so, you know, won 30 games in 3 years and put a for sale sign in my house, in my front yard 2 times. So getting into special teams, it was kind of a way for me to be on an island. And there's a saying, my ass, my hands. And I like, excuse me, I like that. You know, so, you know, it's about all we are as teachers. And you get to go out there and you get an opportunity to get in front of the entire team and teach them. And teach them the tools, right, to be successful as players. So that's why, long-winded explanation, but that's why. And to have the opportunity to coach the special teams and coach inside linebackers that's a dream job for me.
Coach, you were at Tennessee, and then to go to Nebraska last year where you grew up, they did a lot to get you there. Now you're at USC. What about this opportunity was so appealing to you that made you leave Nebraska, a place where you're from?
Well, that was the first time in my career that I had never coached on defense. You know, I just had all the special teams, and you know, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the experience. And they had been down for several years on special teams, and quite frankly, I wanted that challenge. And you know what? We flipped it. And we turned around, we identified, we taught them, and brought in some people, and you know, and it was on a very, very strong foundation from a special team standpoint, and it was kind of on cruise control. And one thing about life with anybody who is ambitious, I don't like feeling comfortable. And I could have sat back and been comfortable, and I don't like that. So I wanted another challenge. And when Lincoln called and offered me this opportunity, what a great challenge. I had no idea it was going to have the opportunity to work with a Hall of Famer and Coach Patterson, and you know, and future Hall of Famer with Coach Riley. So pretty awesome deal.
Last season, USC struggled with tackling on special teams, and it's obviously an important part of being a linebacker. As someone who's played the position yourself, at this point of the year, how do you go about, like can you teach the fundamentals of tackling? Like, how do you get them in the mindset to attack like that?
That's a great question. Again, it boils down to there's only so many techniques in football. And coaching special teams, again, you get an opportunity to coach the entire team, every player on the team. And when you really break it down in the simplest terms in football, about 90% of the time, you're either tackling someone, right? So you're in block destruction mode. So you're teaching your entire team all the different tools of time and space, ball-me-man relationships, and block destruction. Or the other times, you're blocking someone. So flip it around on your return units. Now you're teaching your entire team all the techniques and fundamentals of blocking. So going back to the tackling piece, it's just base fundamentals. And it's not how many times you can really tackle somebody and pound and take somebody to the ground. It's about how many times can you get your body in that position. It's training yourself to drop your weight. It's training yourself to take great angles, training yourself to track the near hip. And all those different techniques that go into it, And that's kind of, again, that's how I'd say that.
Thank you. I'm going to go back to the guys you have here, the linebackers you have here. And Gary said that he'd been here for 5 weeks, and you guys have been watching those guys wherever for that amount of time. What do the linebackers here that you see, like Jaden and Desmond and Talanoa is here now, and some of the younger guys, what have you seen from those guys that really impresses you, that leads you to believe that you do have a talented linebacker room here?
Well, Ray Charles can see that we have a talented linebacker room here, and I'll tell you, we've got great size, we've got great speed, athleticism, and balance and body control. So it's all those different things that they've done from an evaluation standpoint to get the right guys in here. And now it's just about putting them in position, training them, and putting it on film. So we've got, I mean, I've been in so many rooms over the years, and man, this has got to be, if not the most talented, one of the most talented rooms I've ever been in.
Thank you.
Just gonna wait for the mic. Sorry. It's kind of an open-ended one, but your track record speaks for itself. What makes you such an effective coach?
Well, you'd have to ask my wife. No. I love what I do, and I believe this, and in doing this for 20-some years, that really there's three things as a coach, and this has been my recipe that has really worked for me. And number one, I told our players, I said, fellas, if my job is to earn your respect. So let me be real clear about that. If I can't make you the best player you can be, I'm worthless to you. You don't need an 80-year-old friend. You need a teacher, you need a mentor, right? That's all we are. So that's my first job, is to earn your respect, right? Show that I can teach you. My second job is to earn your trust. And that both those two things take time. You know, I'd say, like, in the fourth quarter, you're playing somebody and you know what hits the fan. Am I going to point a finger or point a thumb? Are we in it together? We're really in it together. So proving that you can develop guys and earning their trust are the first two components. And once you have those, and once they figure out that you actually care about them, now you got something. So I think that that recipe, it doesn't matter. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, kids have changed these days, right? This new generation. No, they haven't. Kids are kids. They're no different than when I was playing 100 years ago. They're the same. All that's changed are influences. We didn't walk around and we didn't have cell phones back then, and we didn't have all the social media and people, you know, coming out of the woodwork, and everybody got an opinion and everybody can put it in, and it's instant. It's right there, right? So that part of it, that's the only thing that's changed. Humans are humans. And so when you have those three components and you can do that, that's, to me, that's it.
Coach, kind of peeling back the layers a little bit, you know, it's part of your DNA being a coach, being a teacher. If you weren't a coach, what would you be doing?
Probably a professional water skier.
Okay.
Yeah. I love to ski, man. When you're going through a slalom course, you get going, you're going 36 miles per hour behind a Mastercraft, and you're cutting, you get up to 80 miles per hour. And I love that, being on the edge. Like, I mean, your nose, your ski goes, your tip of your ski goes in the water, and you're gonna go for a ride now. And I like that feeling. I like that feeling of being, I like speed. I like, you know, knowing that you're on the edge of being out of control. I enjoy that.
We'll do one more for Coach.
We hear a lot of commentary from media, from fans, that Lincoln Riley doesn't care about defense. What did he do to convince you, if anything, that he does care about defense?
Well,
I mean, it is kind of a ludicrous statement.
yeah, that's bizarre to me. I mean, number one, Lincoln Riley's a winner. I mean, the guy's won everywhere he's been. And it's just, it's about putting the right pieces in place and getting the right people, and there's a lot of different things that go into it. But anybody who says that Lincoln Riley doesn't care about defense, I mean, I'd have to check their oil. I don't really know if they know what the hell they're talking about. So I just know this. I know the guy's a winner and he wants to win, and that's what it's attracted me. You look at as in football. I don't care if it's junior, pee wee football, college, NFL. What do you get? What are the components you need to win? Number one, you got to have one of these, right? If you don't have a quarterback, you have no chance. You can look at the NFL right now, and you tell me the guys who are the best quarterbacks in the league, and those guys have an opportunity to win a Super Bowl next year. Guys that don't have one of these, they got no shot. Well, who's the best quarterbacks coach in football? Not in college, not in the NFL, in football. It's Lincoln Riley. He's developed more starting quarterbacks, more great quarterbacks than anybody. So that gives you a chance to compete at the highest level right then and there. And then, I do my job on special teams. That gives you a chance to freaking get after 2/3 of the phase right there. And then we got a Hall of Famer as a defensive coordinator. And, so it all works together. But everybody here has got one objective. And again, that's to win.